Dr. Joseph.
Yes, Dr. Teo. Sorry,
I
just
bring
came
my
in.
student. Yes, I bring my student. My student, we have 34 students. Is it okay to accept these 34 students?
Can, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, okay. They are here to listen on writing a lesson plan. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Dr. Jo,
Okay. Yes.
Dr. Jo, um,
Yeah.
Madam Wani dia cakap dia ada bagi link baru. So yang student mat ada dekat dalam link baru.
Itu link bukan untuk slot specification. Itu untuk link untuk yang pagi ni punya slot. Ikut yang ni. Ikut yang ini. Suruh dia orang
Saya
masuk
dah
sini
cakap kat
juga.
Madam Wani, dia cakap suruh Dr. Jo masuk link yang Madam Wani pergi. Itulah. Saya tak tahu.
Tak apa. Mungkin some misunderstood dekat situ. Okay, good morning. Okay, so hari ini I think almost all of you are here already. So I shall start my session for doing the lesson plan. Okay, so hari ini kita fokus kat how we're going to do the lesson plan, and then because you are going to be practical soon. So dekat sini, okay. Sorry ya, tunggu saya kejap ya. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Doctor. Yes.
Boleh nampak ha? Boleh dengar suara, boleh nampak ha?
Boleh.
Okay. So dekat sini, okay, I share sikit. Nanti I akan I sharekan folder ini dalam chat. Okay, ini benda-benda yang you akan guna untuk you punya practicum. Okay. Sorry ya, 1 minute. Someone is coming in. Okay. Share with Google Drive. Good. Okay lah, I masuk I punya Google Drive. Sorry ya, tunggu kejap lah. Line a bit slow. Okay, I make you as a editor, tapi jangan tambah apa-apa file atau delete apa-apa file, just ambil sajalah. Okay, here I will share in the chat box. I tutup kamera I sebab macam perlahan sangat. Okay, so you may access the file, okay, in the chat box I shared tadi. Okay, so dalam file dia, again, okay, please download it, jangan tukar apa-apa dalam file itu, okay. So dalam file dia, first we have a look on the kerangka buku persediaan mengajar. Okay, for this one, for all of you who will go to practicum, okay, you have to prepare a file. Okay, you have to prepare a file which consists of these all things. Okay, muka hadapan kena ada logo UiTM, and then please write there Fakulti Pendidikan UiTM Campus Pencalam, and your name and your ID. Okay, I mean student ID, and then your program, the program you are following, okay, and then which semester you are, and then your Sesi practicum, okay, and then next one is your Tata Susila Profession Perguruan Malaysia, which include your maklumat, okay, your maklumat have to put your picture inside lah, okay, with a size of passport, okay, passport size, and then your full name, your program, your semester, your year, and then your IC number, your ID, and then tarikh practicum, what subject you are going to teach, okay, what subject you are being assigned, and then your address, your phone number, your sekolah, alamat, I mean the place you are going to practicum, what is the alamat, and then the number telephone, okay. And then this one is your maklumat pengenalan, your supervisor, who is your supervisor in UiTM, and who is your mentor in the school. Okay, there will be assigned. I think the pengetua will assign some mentor for you. Okay, I'm not sure one or two. Normally one or two lah. Okay, and then you just put in their name and then everything. Okay, ask them to sign. Okay, and then this is the panggal sekolah, cuti am. Okay, and then put in your jadual waktu as well, sukatan pelajaran, okay, rancangan pengajaran tahunan. Later we will I will explain on this one, okay, and then rancangan pengajaran harian ini later I also will explain on this one, okay, daily lesson plan, okay, and then rekod pakar pelajar and jadual waktu curriculum, okay. So lastly, okay, don't forget to put in your falsafah pendidikan negara and rukun negara. So based on this one, buatkan satu file. Okay, buatkan satu file. Bila you punya mentor datang, bila you punya supervisor datang, please show them this one. Okay, bagi dia orang check juga. Okay, they will need to have a look on this one as well. Okay, if they come to your class lah. Okay, so just now I said already, here for this file, including the daily yearly lesson plan and also the daily lesson plan. So now let's see what is this. Okay, inside the same file, okay, I have put the slide. Okay, this is the slide I will going to explain today. But basically it's something you've seen before lah. Okay, should be something you've seen before in your last semester. Ada yang ikut saya, ada yang ikut Sir Cheong kan. Okay, yang cakap pasal teaching method. This one will be almost the same things. Okay, so and inside the file as well, I also have put in the template as well. Okay, so nanti bila you buat daily lesson plan, you kena ikut ni. But I only have the daily lesson plan template. Okay, I don't have the yearly lesson plan. So nanti kalau you nak, you boleh ambil dari PowerPoint dekat sini. Ada sample sikit. Okay, so now we have a look. Boleh nampak I punya full screen ke?
Boleh, sir.
Okay. So today we will have a look on how we're going to planning a mathematical instruction. Okay. So we have two types. We have long-term planning. We have short-term planning. Okay. No matter which one. Okay. How we're going to do the planning. Okay. Of course, it's through the observing the experienced teachers. Okay. For example, your new colleague in the school. Okay. Or your senior. Okay. And then we have instructional plan. And then we can also refer to textbook, reference books, okay, for the content, okay. And then instructional plan for a certain topic, students' background, okay, because different student backgrounds, as I taught in the class before, okay, I told you, okay, we have different students' background, then maybe you can have different activity, different technique in order to teach your student, okay. And then what kind of teaching aid you are going to use, okay. So normally long-term planning is planning over at least a semester. Okay, ada yang over a semester, ada yang over a year. But for yours, because you are not going to teach for a year, so I think at least you can buat a semester. Okay, so this is alamak, sorry Okay. So this is an example of yearly lesson plan. So you can see, normally what we do is like week by week. First week, what is the date, and then what topic you are going to teach, and then standard kandungan, what is the subtitle you are going to teach, and then standard pelajaran. Standard pembelajaran means that what you want to achieve, and then any catatan there. Okay, any cuti ke, or anything you have to take note ke. Okay, this one later we will see lah. Okay, but basically this is what we expect to see in the yearly lesson plan. Okay, no matter semester lesson plan or yearly lesson plan also will be something like this. Okay, and then also we expect you to do short-term planning. Okay, short-term planning means that should be the daily lesson plan. Okay, and daily lesson plan, okay, daily lesson plan ini is depend on sekolah anda. Sebab language yang mungkin you guna is English, mungkin sorry this one, okay, I think ada sesiapa yang tahu the apps I'm using here for the screen recording. Kalau I tak tekan ini, dia ada record suara tak?
Tak ada.
Ada
So kena buka mic.
Sekarang sudah buka ke tak buka?
Tak buka. So tak buka mic.
Alamak, macam mana buka pula?
Tak apa sir, ada seorang dah record dah.
Oh, okay. So ada seorang dah record. Nanti boleh share dalam folder itu juga. Upload ke folder tu. Thank you Sorry sebab I tak tahu tak ada. So I stop ini
Boleh.
Okay, thank you so much. Sebab I tak tahu nak record lah. Alamak. Tak ada respon pula. Okay lah, tak apalah. Kita continue. I share back my screen. Okay, so just now I'm talking about the daily lesson plan. Okay, daily lesson plan. So untuk setiap Plaza, all of you, okay, depend on the school you are going to teach. Sebab ada sekolah yang matematik dengan sains dia guna bahasa Melayu. Some school they use English. So depend on the sekolah. Okay, kalau dia tak paksa atau dia tak tentukan, okay, then for us we prefer to use the English. Sebab again lah, we are not only going to prepare you to teach on the sekolah jenis sekolah kebangsaan, mungkin okay, or sekolah kerajaan lah. I mean, okay, mungkin one day you are going to teach in the international school as well. So you have to prepare the lesson plan also. Okay, and normally in international school or something like that, what they use is English. So kalau tak ada paksaan atau tak ada mention by sekolah which type of language going to use, then we prefer to use English. Okay, and kalau you punya mentor ke, you punya supervisor ke datang ke, okay, sebelum you start your teaching, please show them the file, please show them the lesson plan. Okay, this is very important. At least let them know what they at least let them know what you are going to teach. So sorry. Okay, and then one more thing is of course every day we expect you every day before, not after, before you enter the class you have to prepare the lesson plan. Okay, but there are some feedback there or some something to take note there, then you can fill in after the class, but we expect lesson plan should be before your class. Okay, so setiap hari before you masuk class you kena ada lesson plan sudah. Okay, and then setiap minggu, okay, you have to
May I know, is there any problem?
Dr. Joseph, internet line problem.
I don't know whether is there any limit of participants for Google Meet.
I think the limit is 100.
Maybe we exceed 100.
I'm so sorry that now internet suddenly broke. I changed line already, should be okay now. Okay, I'm so sorry. So we continue.
Sorry, Dr. Joseph.
Yes.
Because the number here is already 98. I hope that there is no problem for accepting our participants here.
I think it's not yet the limit, is it? The limit is 200 something, is it?
200 or 100? 200. Okay.
Yeah, should be okay. Okay, so we continue. Tadi I stop kat mana? Sorry ya. Ini belum lagi kan? Okay, so let's see what we expect in our daily lesson plan. Okay, daily lesson plan in the sample I share. Okay, also will be something like this. First, of course, we must have which week, minggu keberapa, and then which day. Okay, hari Rabu ke, hari Kamis ke, and then the date. Okay, and then what is the subject? Because some of you are going to teach maths, some of you are going to teach MS. Okay, so you have to state down what subject you are going to teach, and then tingkatan. Okay, form berapa, and then masa dia. Okay, so here we have several things to add in. First one is a topic. Topic means that okay, apa chapter 2? Apa chapter yang you akan ajar? For example, chapter 2 equals quality equation, let's say lah. Okay, quality equation. So you letak dekat sini chapter 2. Okay, quality equation. And then content standard means that what is a subtopic you are going to teach? Sebab quality equation sangat besar kan. Okay, rasa-rasanya dalam satu minggu atau satu kelas tak cukup nak habiskan. So what we do is we separate to several subtopic. So what subtopic you are going to do, then will be the content standard. Okay, and then learning standard, what you expect student to done. Okay, how to say? What you expect student to learn. Okay, for example, you expect them after this class, you expect them able to do the factorization, okay, factorization of quality equation, then you write that, okay, and then success criteria. Macam mana you nak measure whether your learning standard is achieved, okay, nanti kita akan tengok some sample lah, and then kebab I think EMK, okay, you ada letak unsur-unsur ni tak? Biasa, okay, kita galakkan dalam kelas, okay, in your class we try to link this all element inside your class. Okay, later we will see. Kebat is kemahiran berfikir apa? Hotla, okay, higher order thinking. Sorry, okay, and then I think is something like my map. Okay, I think you can easily find a lot of things in the Google. Okay, regarding the I think. Okay, we have various type of IMAP here. Okay, I think map here, sorry, I think map. So you can refer to this one if it is related to your class, okay? So besides that, also can be EMK. EMK will be element merentas khusus, okay? Some curriculum, sorry, okay? Something maybe, let's say you are teaching maths, but in your maths, you are trying to bring in the element of business, let's say, or financial, and then you can write there. That one is your EMK. Later we will see what kind of EMK you can put inside your class. Okay, and then what kind of teaching aid you are going to use. And beside here, we have a cognitive taxonomy level. Okay, what is the level? Okay, of course, we have knowledge. Knowledge is a basic one. Okay, make sure they hafal the definition, make sure they faham the theorem and so on. Okay, that one will be understanding. And then application. Application is after you faham the theorem or after you faham the understanding or memorize the definition, then how you're going to apply them. Okay, and then analyze, evaluation, and synthesis. So this one is depend on which level you are going to test them. Okay, and then if possible, okay, also think as well what kind of 21st century teaching and learning you are using in your class. Okay, berpusatkan murid, komunikasi, atau pembentangan, kreatif, and so on. Okay, nanti later we will see. Okay, so the next one. So this one is example words that we will use in our objective. Okay, where this one actually is here lah, the learning standard. Okay, we expect to see words something like this. Okay, we expect, for example student are expect to able to write down something blah blah blah, or student able to state what, or student able to calculate quality equation and so on. Okay, or student after the class student sorry, okay, after the class student able to determine something. So this one, so this all is the example words that we expect to see in your objective, which is in the learning standard. Okay, jangan confuse. Topic is a topic of the chapter. Content standard is a topic of the subtopic. Okay, learning standard is learning outcome, what you're going to achieve. Okay, and then success criteria is how you're going to measure it. Kebab, I think EMK is what kind of teaching method or what kind of element you are using in your class and the teaching aids. Okay, so this all is a words, just example lah. Of course, we have far more than that. We have something else. Okay, but this is the most frequent words that we can see. Okay, in our lesson plan. No matter is your daily lesson plan or your yearly lesson plan, when you write objective, this is the words that normally we will use. Okay, so in your objective, we can separate to three. We can categorize it to three types. Okay, first type is cognitive. Second type is psychomotor. Third type is affective. Okay, cognitive is something about the knowledge, about the thinking. Okay, so this is cognitive. So reflex, skill, and concept that the student need to understand. Okay, biasa cognitive ini is a knowledge from the book. Okay, so psychomotor normally is referring to some skill. Okay, for example, presentation skill, communication skill, technology skill. So this is referred to psychomotor. And affective is something attitude or emotional. Okay, is something inside their mental. Okay, inside their mental, maybe like patriotism, maybe like if Malay, then we said maybe like kasih sayang, something like that. Yes, anything? Okay, sorry. Okay, so we have three types. We have cognitive, psychomotor, affective. Okay, so this is normally the classification of our objective lah. So this is the some example of the affective objective. Okay, for example, wah sangat kecil. But okay, for example, like a student will appreciate the history of Pascal's triangle. So this is not related to the knowledge. It's not related to the any presentation skill or whatever skill. This is more to like moral side. Okay, you are like appreciate the history. Okay, and then second one, student will demonstrate interest and keenness. Okay, again interest and keenness is something inside the mental. It's not something knowledge. Okay, so next one, student will demonstrate confidence. Confidence, okay, is another things that inside their mental, they does not require the knowledge, they does not require the skill, but they need confidence. Okay, this is in terms of effective. Okay, of course, kalau you nak confidence, dia kena ada knowledge apalah. Tapi dekat sini, what we want is a confidence. Okay, so this one is normally is develop a positive attitude and belief towards mathematics. Okay, macam interest ke, curiosity ke, appreciating ke. Okay, so this all is something inside the mental. Okay, so this one is an example of affective objective. And then next one will be the example of cognitive objective. So cognitive objective, let's say we have knowledge and skill. Okay, so given a piece of graph and a ruler, the student will be able to draw accurately 9 out of should be 10, 9 out of 10, this one should be 10, ada kesilapan sikit. Okay, 9 out of 10 linear function graph. So you can see, ini kita nak capaikan student dapat draw something, dapat draw linear function graph. Okay, so this one is something knowledge. Or given the length of a side of triangle whose angle are 30, 60, and 90 respectively, the student will be able to find the length of the other two sides without using calculator. So this one is again is on the knowledge. Okay, so also can be concept. Given a general equation y equal to a cos x plus b plus c, let's say that's a very random example. Okay, the student will be able to describe the change that occurs to the shape and the position of the cosine curve when the values a, b, and c vary. So this one is something like concept. Okay, we try to let them have the concept. Okay, and also we can have application. Okay, application given some object like ceiling a cylindrical box or container, a ruler, and a calculator, the student will be able to determine the surface area and volume of the object. So this one is not something like you given them the questions and then they answer in the paper, but instead of that one, okay, you are given them some like cylindrical box or container, and then you ask them to calculate the volume, the area. Okay, so it's something already apply the knowledge in the book. So it's also count as this one is also one of the cognitive objective. Okay, so this is what I mentioned just now. Okay, if you refer back to the example here, okay, tepi sini ada cognitive level lah. Cognitive level before this, I think you learn the C1, C2. Okay, how you going to separate them, how you going to categorize them. But how about the pembelajaran abad ke 21? That means the 21st century learning. Okay, teaching and learning. So here they have the list. Okay. Okay, keperluan kerjaya abad ke-21. So we have communication. So we need to, of course, we are not going to set every class, okay, you must have all of this. No, okay, but in your every class, try to take some of this all the element, okay. No, of course, not going to take all, but take at least one or two in your class. Okay, so like communication, technology, okay, info technology, and then kerja sepasukan in a team lah. Okay, keusahawanan, let them have the business idea, something like that. Okay, and then kepimpinan, okay, let them maybe lead some of them to lead their group in the discussion or in the work preparation, something like that. Okay, and then belajar sepanjang hayat, fleksibel, kebolehan menyesuaikan diri, berinisiatif dan terarah kendiri. Okay, so that means they are like more to like independent. Okay, independent study. Okay, they must have their own direction and so on. Okay, so this try to in your every class bila you buat practicum nanti, okay, try to at least in your class take one or two element. Of course, more will be not say more will be better lah, but kalau boleh you boleh ambil sampai 3. Okay, kalau terlalu banyak, I think you also will have in terms of time issue. Okay, time constraint, because we don't have so much time in order to teach. Let's say MS. Sometimes we need a lot of time in order to do practice. Okay, so maybe you won't have so much time to do other things, but try to have one or two element of a 21st learning century in your teaching. Okay, and also KBAT is here. Okay, when you're going to EC this one, okay, you can refer to the contoh dalam file yang I bagi tadi. Okay, you can take maybe KBAT, you can take I think you can take EMK, not necessary to take O. Tapi kalau you nak take O pun boleh juga. Okay, yang tak ada you just cancel. Okay, I show you the example. Okay, this is one of the seniors example. Okay, so she's teaching the basic polygon, and then the subtopic is polygon. Okay, and then this is what she expect. So after the class, a student able to state the relation between the number of edges, vertices, diagonal, and so on. Okay, also able to draw the polygon and then label vertices and so on. And then how they're going to measure. Okay, how they're going to measure. So should be able to classify at least 4 names of polygon and edge in activity 1. So that means something like macam mana dia ukur whether your class is success or not. Student faham tak? Okay, so you have to list down the criteria. And then this is taxonomy lah. Okay, taxonomy we can see not necessary must be one. Sebab dalam satu kelas mungkin you ada ajar definition. Lepas ajar definition, you beritahu dia, okay, macam mana guna definition ni, then is application. Then mungkin, okay, you nak compare, mungkin 2 theorem ke, 3 theorem ke, is analyze or evaluation already. Okay. Here, this is what I want to show you. KBAP, I think dengan EMK, okay, just ambil yang you ada. Mungkin dalam kelas itu you ada buat mind map ke, you ada buat bubble map ke, okay, apa-apa map ke, okay, then mungkin dekat I-Think. Atau dalam kelas itu mungkin you ajar mathematics, you ajar interest, okay. Dan bila you ajar interest, benda yang paling senang nak tarik financial, so is something EMK. Then you can cancel the other and then just left the EMK, and then what is the EMK you are going to put inside your lesson, so you just put here. Okay, so this is the things. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, so when we talk about the KBAT, normally is a kreatif, kritis, manaku, berinovasi, menyelesaikan masalah, membuat keputusan. Again lah, if in English, if in your school is English, then you use the English one lah. Okay, so it depend. If we talk about the KBAT, we will think about these 6 elements. Okay, this is some thinking skill for student. Okay, of course, when we talk about the mind map, some people they think that mind map is belong to KBAT. Some people is think to. I think actually both is correct. Okay, it's depend on how you use your mind map lah. But mind map can be KBAT, can be IT, up to you. Okay, so this is the EMK. That's why I told you. Sorry, the font is quite small. I hope you can see that lah. Okay, so this is the EMK, the element merentas curriculum. That means you are going to teach maths, but at the same time, okay, you can take this element inside your course as well. Okay, first one, bahasa. Bahasa, I'm not sure whether you can take maybe like permutation, combination. Okay, you can teach about the bahasa. Okay, and then kelestarian alam sekitar. This one, I'm not sure whether you can put inside which topic, maybe something like equation. Okay, nilai murni, okay, patriotic atau patriotisme atau just now we said the appreciation of the history. Okay, this one is a nilai murni lah. Science and technology, okay, science and technology I think is the easiest lah. If let's say you are teaching some topic, you are able to use software, then this one also can be something EMK class as well. And then patriotism, like just now what I said, okay, creativity and inovasi, okay, keusahawanan, like financial business, something like that, okay, technology maklumat and komunikasi, okay, IT, something with IT, something with communication. If let's say you are going to use in your class, then in your lesson plan, okay, you just also put your EMK. Okay, what kind of EMK you are taking? Maybe keusahawan. You just put there keusahawan. Okay. And also kelestarian global. Okay, any global issue you take into your in your lesson. Maybe you are talking about the war. You are talking about the what else? Okay, something like war. Something like warming of global, something like that, then it will be kelestarian global. Okay, and then pendidikan keuangan. Pendidikan keuangan and keusahawanan got different. Keusahawanan is something like entrepreneur. You starting a business, how you're going to do the business and so on. Pendidikan keuangan is something in the financial knowledge, something about the interest, something about the hutang, debt, and so on. Okay, so this one is more to pendidikan keuangan. Okay, they are related, but they are two different things. Okay, so this is how we're going to construct the lesson plan lah. Of course, we must have topic. No matter is your yearly lesson plan or your short-term lesson plan. Okay, this one is talking about the generally. Okay, generally. So of course, we must have topic. Okay, we must have objective of the lesson. Okay, we must have learning outcome, and then we also must have success criteria. How we're going to measure them? Okay, how you're going to test them, and then how you're going to measure them. Okay, these all things, these all elements must be inside your lesson plan. When you do your lesson plan, you must think of these things. Okay, this is a basic element in your lesson plan. Okay, so your topic and the objective of lesson is area to measure lah. okay, what you want to measure. Okay, and then learning outcome will be something what to be measured. Macam mana you nak ukur whether success criteria is how to measure. Okay, learning outcome is what to be measured. For example, okay, the first one is I want to calculate the area of polygon. Okay, I nak calculate okay lah, volume of polygon. Okay, so mungkin topic I will be polygon. Objective of lesson will be volume of polygon. So that means what I want to learn here, or the area I want to learn here is a volume of polygon. It's a polygon. It's regarding the polygon, and then specifically on the volume of polygon. Okay, and then what to be measured? Okay, so student able to calculate the volume of prism, let's say. Okay, prism and sphere. So this one will be your learning outcome. Okay, so what to be measured here? You nak ukur apa? You nak dia ukur apa? Okay, and then success criteria. Macam mana you nak test? Okay, so the test will be a student able to calculate. Okay, given sphere by given one of the edge sphere mana ada edge, sorry, by given the radius. Okay, given the radius dia dapat ukur itu sphere. So this one will be success criteria. Okay, so of course you can say 5 out of 4 dia dapat ukur. Okay, atau kita bagi dia volume, then dia tahu dia punya radius. This one will be the success criteria. Okay, so ini sampel dia, again is a sample standard kandungan. Just how I said, standard kandungan you boleh memahami sebagai subtopic. Okay, in the big topic, what you need student to know. Okay, in the specific topic. In the big topic, what is a specific topic you nak student tahu. Okay. Okay, so I continue again. And then standard pelajaran is something, okay, what you want student achieve more specifically. Okay, bukan bagi satu topik saja, tapi you nak dia tahu ukur apa. Okay, and then catatan, anything to take note. Okay, this catatan can be like something aids for your future teaching. For example, you note that, okay, in this class, some student are maybe student A is very creative, student B is very hardworking. If you found something special which can help in your future learning or teaching learning, then you can write down. Okay, or maybe you think that, okay, this student, okay, this class of student, okay, in this class, okay, then they are not able to understand what, then later you can come back. Okay, so that you can prepare well them for their future and also their exam as well. Okay, so this one will be the catatan. Of course, include some people also will, some teacher also will record like ini is cuti what, okay, atau hari sukan, okay, atau dia orang ada rehearsal. So maybe we just take half of the class. Okay, that's why kita punya standard pembelajaran mungkin sikit saja sebab half of them kena keluar untuk rehearsal and so on. Okay, you boleh letak dekat catatan lah. Okay, to explain why mungkin you just ajar sikit saja dekat hari itu. Okay. Okay, so here they also can have the cadangan PDP. Okay, what kind of cadangan, what kind of suggestion for your teaching and learning, future teaching and learning, you also can state there. Okay, not necessarily must be something only state hari cuti. Yang paling obvious sekarang cikgu dia orang suka dia punya standard kandungan kosong, dia punya standard pembelajaran pada hari itu kosong juga. Apa sah? Dia letak cuti dekat sana. Then catatan bagi dia hanya dekat maklumat itu saja. Tapi janganlah. Okay, if possible, write something for your future teaching and learning as well. Okay, what kind of suggestion? Okay, what is the situation of the class? And then what happened there? Okay, what is anything special in your class? Okay, so you can write there. Okay. So okay, so this is a framework lah. Okay, this is a framework for a K-BAT lesson. Of course, you can have like instruction lesson. Okay, instruction lesson will be something like problem-based learning, inquiry, and then we have inquiry, investigation, and project based. Okay, this is the instruction type. Okay, we also can have like questions techniques type. Okay, we emphasize on HOTS taxonomy. Okay, also we can have teacher as facilitator. Okay, so this kind of KEBA will be like more to student centered, and then cooperative and collaborative between among the student and also among student and teacher. Okay, this is a foundation of 21st century teaching and learning lah. Okay, what we important here is 4C. We said 4C. 4C including communication, collaborative, creative, critical thinking, tambah satu lagi ethics and moral value. Okay, so this one we hope, okay, nanti you jadi cikgu, okay, will be student centered. We don't hope like it's like one way. Okay, communication we don't hope like it's one way. It's only teacher to student, but something, okay, kita bincang. Kalau boleh kita nak student bincang dengan cikgu. Okay, bukan cikgu bagi knowledge saja, tapi at the same time student pun boleh bagi dia punya feedback, student pun boleh bagi tell them what they know and so on. Okay, creativity, collaborative between the group, okay, among the student and teacher, and critical thinking as well. Okay, so this is a foundation of the 21st century teaching and learning. Okay. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, so this one is just now what we said, EMK. Okay, EMK, basically we have a lot of elements that we can menentasi our curriculum. Okay, but basically in Kementerian we set that 10 lah. Okay, the easiest way to in order to separate them lah. Okay, which is now is in English lah. We have moral value, language, okay, environment, sustainability, creativity and innovation, science and technology, okay, financial, scientific skill, okay, patriotism, global, information technology, entrepreneurship. Okay, so depend on the language you use in your school. If your school is using English, then you can tag here. Okay, so this is EMK that you will embed in your maths. We know that actually in your, kalau kita just cakap pasal maths, okay, kita tak cakap pasal benda lain, then kita mungkin tak ada unsur-unsur ini. Okay, tapi kita tak nak student hanya tahu buat maths, tapi macam mana apply pun dia orang tak tahu. So we try to tag some unsur inside here. And at the same time, we also can have like, we try to memupuk dia punya moral value ke, patriotism ke at the same time. Okay. So this is how you're going to write if let's say you are taking the EMK in your lesson. Okay, so this is one of the example lah. So let's say penerapan keusahawanan. Okay, so in terms of sikap, sangat peka kepada peluang. Okay, in terms of pemikiran, boleh membezakan siling dan wang kertas, memberi penilaian terhadap jenis barangan dengan harganya. So dekat sini, okay, we can see this one is actually this is not the very high level topic. Even primary, okay, this one is mostly in the primary. Okay, even in the primary, we also can use, we also can embed the EMK in our lesson. Okay, now we are in secondary. I think more things, more knowledge we can put inside our lesson as well. Okay, so this is when you're going to have your class. Okay, when you do your lesson plan, you have to think. Okay, this especially in the activity. Okay, how you're going to start, and then how you explain, how to deliver it effectively. Sorry, the request nak masuk. Okay, so how to start? That means the induction lah. Okay, induction is very important because if your induction is fail, then mungkin kelas itu semua murid, tak semua lah, tapi okay, a lot of students will be lost their interest. if they starting lost their interest and then they feel tired, okay, after the whole day class, okay, starting from 6 something until 12 something, let's say your class is 12 something, okay, 12 something, and then after the whole day class already, then they lost interest some more. So they were starting to like does not concentrate, does not listen on your class. So how to start is very important. Okay, how to start induction? We said inductions. So you have to think how you're going to start your class. Nanti kita akan tengok sampel-sampel macam mana kita start. Okay, and then how you're going to explain. Of course, you have a lot of knowledge. Okay, but macam mana you nak explain? Especially explain at their level, bukan explain by your level. Okay, you kena turunkan you punya knowledge pada dia orang punya level. Okay, cuba think some language that they can understand. Okay, of course, kalau you dengan you punya kawan, okay, you nak ajar dia, okay, you can use more terms, more words, okay, more simpler word in order to teach them. Tapi sekarang you kena assume student itu, okay, dia punya knowledge is not as high as you. Okay, so you have to think some simpler way in order to explain. So how you're going to explain, and then how you're going to deliver the things to them. Okay, and then what are the activities in order to start, in order to explain, and so on. And then how you're going to measure whether they are success or not, whether they listen to your class or not. Mungkin you bagi questions ke, mungkin you bagi activity ke, okay. Then from there you can measure whether they understand or not. If they are not understand, then you have to think something to improve. Okay, for the next class, mungkin you guna activity yang lain, set induction yang lain. Okay, and then lastly, how you going to conclude? How you going to end your class? Before you end your class, you must give some conclusion. Okay, hari ini kita belajar apa-apa. Okay, so next time mungkin kita akan nampak ini, and so on. So this is how you're going to conclude. So you have to think. Okay, in your lesson plan, nanti kita akan tengok sampel juga lah. Okay, you have to state down this whole activity. Okay, so we have a look. This is a type of induction. That means how you're going to start. We have history, we have problem-based learning, we have recap, we have recreational mathematics. Okay, for example, storytelling, games, quiz. Okay, we have a look. Okay, in your set of induction, okay, tak kira you guna apa-apa pun method, okay, history ke, problem-based learning ke, mesti contain a statement of the learning. Okay, try to let student know, okay, maybe after the induction or before the induction, try to let student know what you are going to teach today. Okay, you nak dia ajar apa? You nak dia belajar apa? Sorry. Okay, try to have the set induction relate to your objective. Okay, bukan buat set induction sebab I nak ada set induction. Bukan, you kena based on your objective and then relate them. And then you have to involve the learner in the learning. Okay, try to involve them. Try to involve your student. Okay, try to involve your student in the set induction. Okay, and try to relate to the objective. Okay, so this one is an example of set induction in terms of by using the history. Okay, by using the history, for example, okay, Pythagoras. Okay, you boleh cakap pasal history of Pythagoras. Macam mana dia ada Pythagoras theorem. Okay, then you boleh beritahu lah, oh okay, macam mana dia found that and so on. I pun tak tahu lah, mungkin before you enter the class, you try to do some research. Kalau you found that, okay, the history is very interesting on that, then you can let them know lah. Okay, kalau tak ada, mungkin you boleh guna set induction yang lain. Okay, so from the history, for example, you nak tadi I cakap you nak ajar Pythagoras theorem, okay, then you boleh beritahu dia orang, okay, kalau sekarang ada satu piramid, dia punya tinggi berapa, dia punya luas berapa, atau dia punya edge berapa panjang. So you guess what is the kepanjangan of the another edge. Okay, so this O you can okay, this all you can let them have in the set induction. Okay, because this one is still a very simple problem. Okay, so and then slowly can develop to another questions. Okay, so from there we also can have problem based. Tadi Pythagoras is one of the problem based and also can be history. Okay, another way maybe okay sekarang you bagi dia orang questions. Okay, sekarang I ada 5,000, I letak dalam bank. Okay, as deposit. Okay, fixed deposit, and then bank itu janji bagi I 3%. So after 5 tahun I ada berapa? Okay, keuntungan interest ada berapa? Dekat situ, okay, you try to give some problem that maybe related to their life, okay, so that they can see what is the problem there, and then they also will know why they need to learn this topic. So this is another type of set induction, okay, problem based. And then recap normally is something, okay, your last lesson and this lesson is something related, then you need recap. Okay, sometimes it's like your lesson long time ago, okay, maybe few years ago, dia orang sudah lupa. Dia orang tahu dia ada student itu ada belajar before that, tapi dia akan sudah, I think for you also the same. After the exam, then everything you forgot already. Okay, before the exam you still ingat, tapi once you come out from the exam hall, apa-apa pun sudah tak ingat. So will be the same for your student as well. Okay, so you have to recap. Kalau you nak guna something for your class, okay, which the knowledge is like few years for them already, so you have to do recap. Let them remember back, okay, before you use that. If not, you are talking yourself, you are talking alone in the class, okay. Dia langsung tak faham apa you cakap sebab dia sudah lupa knowledge yang you nak guna ini. Okay, so sometimes recap is important as well. Okay. Okay, and then besides from them, kalau ada masa, okay, ini set induction by using the games is a very good way, but with the condition you have enough time. Okay, sebab kalau you nak main game, mungkin, okay, taking a lot of time. Okay, sometimes like you nak distribute the tools, and then after that you nak ajar macam mana main, itu sudah ambil masa. Okay, dalam satu kelas, kalau let's say sorry, kalau let's say you punya kelas hanya half hour, then janganlah buat set induction ini sebab tak cukup masa. Okay, you nak distribute and then you nak ambil balik lagi, okay, semua tu sudah ambil half hour let's say. Okay, so dekat situ you have to handle your time, you do your manage your time very well lah. Okay, bukan tak bagus, tapi ini taking a lot of time sometimes lah. Okay, taking a lot of time, so you have to manage your time very well if you, let's say you're doing this one, the set induction by using the games. Okay, sometimes this one maybe is not that suitable for maths class. Okay, role play can be one of the set induction as well lah. Kalau ada topik yang sesuai boleh juga lah. Okay, tapi kalau you compare to other subject, maybe like pendidikan Islam, pendidikan moral, sejarah, then role play will be more suitable. Okay, so this is all the games or all the activity you can do in your class. Okay, nyanyian lagu, perbualan audio. Okay, of course some of them is not suitable for maths lah, but I just let you know what kind of activity you can have in your class. Okay, gambar, poster, objek benda, maujud, okay, entry ticket, running detection, and then who or what am I, sorry, jigsaw, I have, who has, and so on. Okay, and then puppet, mascot, okay, role play, simulasi, spot the objects, true or false, two truths and a lie. Okay, this all is the activity that we can have in the class. Okay, again just like what I mentioned before, you can have the activity in your class, but at the same time, yang banyak muda yang dia orang tak concentrate, yang dia orang tak jaga. One thing is bila dia buat activity, the class sangat bising. Okay, sangat bising, you akan affect other class as well. So of course we don't hope to get any complaint from your school lah. Okay, so jangan you nak buat activity pun turunkan dia punya tahap suara. Okay, so make sure it's not affect other class as well. Okay, sebab other class mungkin dia orang tengah ajar, cikgu tengah ajar tapi sangat bising dia tak dapat nak ajar. So make sure keep your voice not so loud. Okay, bila buat aktiviti. Sebab buat aktiviti mesti student normally the student will be excited and then sometimes they can't remember to control their voice. Okay, so this is one example in the YouTube how they're going to do the set induction lah. We just have a look very quickly. And then after that, we will see on the example of the lesson plan. I think we should explore. Sorry, line slow. Okay. Okay, so kita boleh nampak dekat sini dia ada buat set induction yang quite good. Okay, dia ada set induction give some example of the macam mana dia buat induction. Okay, so of course not necessary must be follow exactly. Okay, but this is the one of the direction that you can. Sorry, tunggu kejap. Sorry, wait me for 1 minute. Alah. Untuk minyak ke apa ke? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so now we have a look on our contour lesson plan. Okay, contour lesson plan that I share in the folder as well. Okay, so just now we talk about the week, talk about the day, talk about the date, subject, form. Okay, so subject mathematics or MS. Okay, and then form, which class or whatever. Okay, and then time and topic. What are the big topic? What are the big chapter you are going to teach? And then standard kandungan. What is a specific topic you are going to teach? Okay, and then learning standard. What you want to achieve, what you expect student do, okay, what you expect student can do, okay, and then how you're going to measure it for the success criteria, how you're going to measure it, and then do you have K-bar, do you have ITING, do you have EMK in your lesson, and then what kind of teaching aids you are going to use, Manila card, PowerPoint, GeoGebra, you all learned GeoGebra before, is it? Okay, so GeoGebra and so on. So what kind of teaching aid you are going to use, and then what is the level of the cognitive level you are going to teach. Okay, again, this one not necessarily only take one, can be take more than one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to you. Okay, not up to you lah, it's depend on your lesson. Okay, so and then what kind of pembelajaran abad ke-21 yang you guna, okay, dalam you punya class. Okay, so this all is in your sample, in your template already. So later you can download the template and then you just easy in the template. Okay, you can normally what we do is we encourage you to type everything in by using the computer. But sometimes, let's say you want to draw something, okay, you want to draw something and then you found that it's not that easy to draw by using the computer, okay, so you can, you are allowed to use handwriting as well, okay. So this is a set induction. Set induction, how much time you are going to use for your set induction. So that's why I said sometimes the game playing activity is not that suitable for some classes, okay, because game activity, the game, okay, itself is already taking more than that the time there. So make sure you manage your time is very make sure you do your time management very well lah. So for example, set induction, how long time you take, and then what you're going to do for your set induction, write down. And then development, after your set induction, how you're going to develop your class, what is the continue of your class, and what kind of activity you are doing in your class, okay, how many minutes you are taking, okay, activity, not necessarily must be 2 or 3 activity, sometimes one activity you do, okay, just this one is a sample lah. In this sample that they do activity 2 lah, maybe you have only one activity, can also, okay. Sebab sometimes you tak cukup masa, then buat satu cukup. And then what is your conclusion? Conclusion of the class. What you can conclude in for your class. So this one will be the conclusion. Okay, and then this one is what students know. Okay, in your conclusion. Okay, in your conclusion, what students should know and so on. Okay, during your conclusion, and then follow up activity after this class. Okay, after this class, mungkin you ada bagi dia orang exercise, dia orang ada bagi dia suruh dia balik buat example. Okay, then that one will be the follow up activity. Okay, and then self evaluation. You rasa dekat sini ada apa-apa yang you boleh improve tak? Okay, bukan setiap kelas kena isi self evaluation. At least some of the class, please fill in the self evaluation. Takkan tak ada apa-apa evaluation untuk yourself kan? Okay, even you do very good ke, even you do very bad ke, just write down what you think and then what you can maintain or what you want to improve. Okay, that one will be the self evaluation. And then the supervisor comment or mentor comments lah. If your supervisor or your mentor datang, then bagi dia orang and make sure dia orang ada isi benda ini. Okay, you buat bagus ke tak bagus ke, isi saja. Mesti kalau dia orang datang, mesti suruh dia orang isi. Okay, and this is the appendix that you will use in the class. Okay, this one apa yang you akan show to your student, and then you want to tell them what you want to use lah. Okay, so this is the appendix. But most of the times, I think a lot of teachers, they don't attach appendix. Okay, kalau ada baru attach. Okay, so any questions? Any questions for me? Yes.
Good afternoon. I am Nadira. So I want to ask you, is it better for us to start teaching with set inductions or state the learning outcomes? Because sometimes I watch the YouTube, they state the learning outcome.
Okay, it depends. It depends on.
That's it. My question.
Okay, thank you, Nadira. Okay, so it depends on your situation. It depends on what you are going to teach. Sometimes, okay, we don't have any standard way to do lah. But for me, okay, it depends on what kind of induction you are going to use. Sometimes you throw them a questions and then let them think the question first, okay, and then only you tell them what you are going to teach today. Is a good way also. Okay, sometimes you tell them, okay, today we are going to learn this one. Okay, and then now, okay, we want why we want to do so, because of this kind of problem, this kind of situation. That's why we need to learn this one. So it depends on the induction you are going to use. Okay, sometimes it's good before your induction you have your statement. Sometimes it's good after your set induction you have your statement. So not necessarily must be every time come with the objective first, but make sure your student is clear with the objection by using your induction. No matter is after your induction or before your induction. Boleh ada jawab you punya questions tak?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any more questions?
Sir, saya ada soalan.
Jangan lupa juga, make sure. Yeah, okay.
Let's say kalau macam mentor saya cakap sekolah tu memang fully mengajar in bahasa Melayu. So kalau untuk lesson plan, saya perlu buat dalam bahasa Melayu jugalah. And soalan saya yang tu yang pertama. Yang second tu, perlu ke saya buat copy in English untuk saya punya supervisor tengok untuk check? Maksudnya buat dalam bahasa Melayu and bahasa Inggeris, ada 2 copy. Itu je soalan saya.
Okay, thanks for the questions. Tak payah buat 2 copy. Kalau you punya sekolah dalam bahasa Melayu, you just stay in bahasa Melayu. It's okay. Okay, tak payah translate ke bahasa English. Okay, just stay in bahasa Melayu. Kalau you punya sekolah memang dia fully utilize bahasa Melayu saja. Okay?
Okay, baik. Thank you, sir.
Before I forget, one more thing is a reflective journal. Okay, reflective journal, you have to go back to your supervisor, tanya dia orang what they expect. Some supervisor they expect daily reflective journal. Some supervisor expect weekly reflective journal. So you refer back to your supervisor, ask them what they expect. Okay. One more thing, even you punya lesson plan dalam bahasa Melayu, tapi you punya reflective journal kena dalam English. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So any more? Okay, any more questions? And one more thing, you should prepare the ROS as well, is it? Am I correct? The report of school?
Yes.
Yeah, please prepare it. Sebab ROS ada markah, ROS dengan reflective journal memang ada markah. So please make sure you prepare these 2 things. And reflective journal, kalau your supervisor prefer the weekly reflective journal, please make sure every week send them punctually. Okay, so that we can refer when kita bagi markah, kita boleh nampak easily. Okay, you punya reflective journal ada puncture tak, and then ada hantar tak. Okay, of course, every week we will read through your reflective journal. Is there anything missed there or something like that lah? Okay. And one more thing, sorry banyak benda nak cakap sikit. Okay, one more thing is kalau you rasa macam your supervisor, sebab your supervisor will be your supervisor for practicum and your AE as well. Okay, kalau you rasa dia macam terlalu lama tak hubung macam contact dia atau dia tak contact you, okay, tolonglah kalau boleh ada apa-apa progress, okay, report sikit. Tak semesti dekat practicum, AE jugalah. Okay, report sikit. Mungkin suruh dia tolong check sikit chapter 1 ke chapter 2 ke, so that your supervisor still remember he or she still have you as one of the student lah. Jangan bagi dia lupa ada student ni. Sampai nak bagi markah baru tahu. Okay? Please contact with, of course, you must be independent, but also report your progress to your supervisor as well. Okay, any more questions? Tak ada question sudah?
Saya ada, sir.
Okay.
Untuk contoh daily ataupun weekly journal, reflective journal, untuk confirmkan balik dia start minggu ROS ke ataupun start bila kita dah masuk kelas?
1 minute. Dr. Teo, do you have any idea? Dr. Teo? Alamak.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any idea regarding these questions?
Reflective journal. Reflective journal is about the teaching. It's about the teaching.
So only when they start class, only they need to start to write the reflective journal, is it?
Definitely, we can start at the beginning, but that one is not to the teaching. You just briefly focus on what you are doing. Then the teaching start. Then really have to focus on the activity of teaching. Okay, it's just a record, reflective journal. Okay.
Record of what you had done.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to talk about this this afternoon. My session is on supervisor's expectation.
Okay.
So I have one session at 2:30. Yeah, it's about supervisor's expectation. So we can look into how to write reflective journal, and so means that at the beginning, first week, maybe you just take note on briefly describe what happened during that week.
Thank you, Dr. Teo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so next questions. Any more questions? Awak lagi?
Sir, nak tanya.
Hmm.
Untuk objective lesson dengan learning outcome, biasanya macam sebelum ni kalau buat lesson plan kan kami refer di SKP kan. Okay, kiranya yang kali ni kita orang boleh copy yang di SKP ke atau kena buat ayat sendiri?
Okay, it depends. Kalau suitable, you copy. For me, I tak mind lah. I don't mind lah. Okay, for me, you nak copy kalau suitable to your class, okay. Tak semesti guna ayat sendiri. Tapi kalau you nak guna ayat sendiri untuk fit to your class, lagi bagus. Sebab mungkin setiap kelas tak sama kan. Okay, setiap kelas tak sama. So, it's up to you. Depend on your situation. Bukan depend on whether you can copy or not. Can copy, tapi kena fit to your class. Fit to your situation.
Okay, faham. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any more? Okay, let me see. Madam Wani had tell something, asked me to remind you all. I just read again. Okay, so bahasa untuk buat lesson plan bergantung kepada sekolah. Jika sekolah benarkan guna English, better guna English. Okay, jika tidak, boleh guna bahasa Melayu. Okay, or bahasa Malaysia lah. Okay, so this is regarding the language of you are going to use. Okay, and then perlu ingatkan, okay, students setiap hari perlu buat lesson plan sebelum kelas bermula. And also file mengajar, okay, yang tadi I cakap ada UiTM punya logo, ada you punya gambar semua tu, okay. File mengajar perlu dihantar ke pengetua atau penolong kanan, okay, setiap minggu, okay. This one is depend on your sekolah. Maybe is pengetua, maybe is penolong kanan, okay. And then setiap kali supervisor or mentor membuat observation, serahkan lesson plan kepada supervisor atau mentor sebelum kelas bermula. And mohon supervisor or your mentor tulis komen di ruangan bawah lesson plan. Okay, berdasarkan proses pengajaran. Okay, so am I clear?
Dr. Joseph,
Yes.
file mengajar, actually the content of file mengajar is about what you already provide the template, but basically also they need to include their lesson plan so that the pengetua can check. Right?
Yeah, correct. Your daily lesson plan, please include in your file mengajar so that your pengetua or your penolong kanan at least know what they are doing, what you are doing as well. Okay, takkan you hantar file yang sama setiap minggu kan, so you kena attach your lesson plan. Okay, so any more questions? Thank you, Dr. Teo. So no questions anymore. Okay, so kalau tak ada questions, then I think I had sent you again lah. I had sent you the file. Okay, just now I sent in the chat box. Okay, in the chat box there I have several files. Again, don't edit the file. Okay, don't edit the file. You may download Okay, tapi jangan delete sebab nanti you punya kawan pun ambil juga. So jangan edit the file. Okay, jangan edit the file, jangan delete, jangan tambah. Just let it be something like that. Okay, ada contoh, ada the kerangka of your file, and then also have the lesson plan template and also the slide. Okay, so if nothing else, then good luck for your practicum lah. Good luck for your practicum and harap-harap jangan buat apa-apa kesalahan. Okay, kalau ada buat kesalahan ke, report to your supervisor immediately. Okay, anything you think not suitable, please report to your mentor and supervisor immediately. Okay, so anything at least we know first. Jangan sampai you punya sekolah tanya baru kita tahu. Okay, so anything please report to your supervisor. Okay, so good luck and see you again. Nanti, sorry, Prof Teo, later we'll start again. What time? Yeah.
I will continue 2:30. Another talk with me.
Okay. So nanti 2:30 jumpa lagi lah. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Teo.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Sama.
Prof.
Thank you, Dr. Teo. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Prof.
Okay, all the best. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.